Hi guys, my name's Abby, and for my self-introduction speech, I thought I would talk a little bit about where I'm at in life and why I decided to enroll in college. So I've worked in a daycare center in my hometown since I was 18. I'm now 22, so I've worked here for nearly 4 years. I'm the lead teacher in our preschool classroom. I've worked in all the age groups that we have here at the center, but specifically in the preschool classroom. I really enjoyed working with the preschoolers, watching them grow, growing alongside them, and learning new techniques and how to help them grow. So the daycare center I work at, I mentioned, is in our hometown. The woman who owns the center owns another daycare center that's about a half hour away from where I live. And I've worked there occasionally in the past, but in March of last year, I was given an opportunity to go out there and sub for a little while. And the center out there is a little bit different than the one we have here because the one that's out there is a little bit bigger and it's just got a different atmosphere. And there's just a lot more kids, a lot more going on during the day. It's a lot of fun. Not that our center isn't fun, ours is too, trust me. But it's just different because it's a different center, different people run it, that sort of thing. So I went out there in March of last year temporarily, but when I went out there, there was talk of me staying out there permanently and working in their preschool classroom, which I really enjoyed. I was going to get to work alongside a new coworker who her and I got along very well, and our teaching style was great. Like, we worked together very well. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed, like I mentioned, working there with the atmosphere and it being a bigger center. So when the option came where I had to choose between which center I was going to stay at, I kind of had to weigh the pros and cons. The pros being that I just love being out there, and the cons being gas. So financially, it wasn't going to be worth it for me to drive a 2-second drive compared to now I'm going to have to drive a half an hour. The wear and tear on my car and just the time. Like, I'm going to be spending an hour traveling every day compared to my 2-second drive around the block. So I decided to stay out there just because I loved it out there and it was so much fun, and I loved the things that I was learning working out there alongside the other teachers and under the director there, even though realistically the cons did outweigh the pros. So it was set that after the summer I would take over in the preschool classroom with the other woman I was working with. Her and I would be teaching together, and we would take over then for the new school year. It was so exciting, and we were both so excited and just getting prepared and ready for it throughout the summer. So in August, plans got changed a little bit just before the school year started, and I was brought back to our center in my hometown, actually. I was put in a new position when I got brought back. I was put in the director's position, as well as continuing to teach in the preschool classroom, which it was a new responsibility, a big responsibility, but one I was excited for and still am excited for. I'm still learning how to fulfill this role and the different things that, the do's and don'ts of being in a manager's position, really. So in order to be the director, there were certain qualifications that had to be met. They can't just grab anybody off the street and say, hey, you look qualified, you can be a director. No, I had to enroll in college because I didn't have a degree. I still don't have a degree, obviously, but I'm working towards one right now. So going to school combined with what I have what's called a CDA. It's a Childhood Development Associate. And so both of those combined together, the going to school and that, I qualify to fulfill this role. So I'm super thankful that I can work in this role while going to school. I don't have to finish going to school and then take over the position. So I can work on all of it all at once. And it's just been a tremendous blessing. And with how the school year ran, I was even given a few months to get comfortable in the director's position before starting up school. So it wasn't like I had all of it pressed on me all at once. And obviously I had the option. I could have said no to the position and the schooling and everything. But hopefully this will be a good fit, and Lord willing, I make it through college. I'm very excited for this new journey and for this class. Obviously, working in this position, I deal a lot with the parents that we have here at the center, the teachers, the staff, everything, so it's a lot of interaction on that level. And so I'm hoping this class just gets me more comfortable with that and better prepared for whatever life throws at me. Thanks for watching, guys.